All right, welcome to the Figway, guys. July 11th, and main crop season is here. I've been ripening main crop the last week or so. Show you the progress, what's ripening right now. This year's earliest tree belongs to amarcord. I have probably about 7 organza bags on it right now, with quite a few that are ready to pick tonight. I've had a couple of them so far in the main crop this week. So this one is early and not just a one-off. It's ripening a ton. This is a real meaty fig, short, squat, and very sweet. So amarcord. What else is ripening for me? Also very early this year is Genovese Nero. Same, I've got about probably about 7 organza bags on this one of ripening figs, which, you know, this one's usually maybe, I mean, this is like I-258. A lot of times they say this is a later fig, but no, this is among the earliest this year for me, which I heard Fruit Nut say was also one of his earliest ones this year. I-258 was. All right, let's see what else. Of course, Ronde Bordeaux. Let's see. All these figs about ready to be picked. So same, probably about 8 bags on Ronde Bordeaux here. Smith has quite a few. This one I need to get a bag on. So the birds they're going like crazy. I put this fake owl out 3 days ago, and I have a couple like rubber snakes hidden throughout the driveway here, and the last 3 days it's been a lot more quiet because of those, but I know it's only a matter of time before the birds figure it out and return. But for right now, they haven't been pecking at these ripening fruits. And surprisingly for me, usually my earliest fig, Hatib de Argentile, I don't see any starting to color yet. So, man, I keep every day I come out here thinking it's gonna look swollen, but no signs on Hatib de Argentile. I do have penya, which is one of my later figs. This one has one ripening down here. I don't know if there's any other swelling. I think that might be the only one on this penya. So that's the ones currently ripening. I think there might have been a Mount Etna over here. This one's crows. No. Actually, no, it doesn't look like I have any crows swelling. Oh, there was an ondata that looked like it was starting to swell. I'll go over to ondata here. Okay, yeah, this one is starting to get a little bit lighter in color and getting a little bit larger than the rest. So one of the ondatas is starting to go. And I think I had a Bass's favorite fig that looked like it was maybe just starting to get bigger than the rest and lighter. I don't see it right now, but I'll show you some of the other ones that haven't begun ripening yet. Labricha. This tree looks really good this year. Great figs on it last year. Really looking forward to Labricha. the Bordeaux Negro Ramada. These are just beautiful. Large size striped figs. And nothing yet on these, but they're getting really large, so I think it's getting close to maybe starting to turn color. This is Colonel Lippmann's Black Cross. And nothing on this yet. I've had a few that wanted to ripen, but then they kind of shriveled up and fell off, so nothing main crop on this yet. The Craven's Craving, it had one that did end up ripening, but it wasn't all that great. It was kind of one of those early ones that didn't ripen great. Looks like this one's maybe starting to want to do something. And Perigel Ramada. These still look pretty hard. I don't see any signs of swelling yet on these. Cavalieri. This is usually my latest fig, so I wouldn't expect it to be swollen yet. But the figs look good on this year. Here's my Exquisito. It is getting some figs on this, so I'll be able to sample this one this year. Look at that long stem on this Exquisito. Delson Wame Gran is just getting a tiny little figlet up here. So we'll see come October, November if I'll get that to ripen. Gigantina, Coldedom Gigantina has some small figs on it. Same thing, we'll see what happens at the end of the season. Here's my white Algiers, which I think I did have a couple of these last year. I'm gonna see how this compares to my Angelito and my white Madeira #1. I can't remember taste-wise how different it was, but it's an Adriatic like those, and it looks pretty similar right now. I compare it when I look at my Angelito, my unripe figs. The size and the shape look kind of similar. I think the Angelito tends to be a little bit of a larger fig, but it might be more like my white Madeira. And let's see what else we got. Here's Bordeaux Grease. Nothing that I can tell yet either that looks like it's starting to swell. Oh yeah, I also have been ripening LSU Hollier. That's this tree next to it here. If I can get on that one's about ready to pick. So that is another one that's been ripening. And actually, I think I might have picked this one before amarcord. So this one might have been my earliest, actually, LSU Hollier, but they were kind of right there. And the Hollier has been ripening a ton right now, whereas the amarcord's been ripening a ton, whereas this LSU Hollier only has, I think, 2 organza bags on it currently. Back here is Pico Seco, extremely productive. Double figs all of it. But nothing, this one's kind of shaded more than the other ones. That could delay ripening time. I think it delayed setting time a little bit. I had a heavy prune on it this year, so it was a little bit later to set compared to a few of the other varieties. This was the Hative Argentile. This was the Tia Pena. This is Irene's Black Greek behind it. It looks like the current condition of the Bordeaux Grease, where the figs, I don't see any swelling. This one's starting to turn a little bit lighter green. So maybe this one down here is getting close to starting to swell. Bring the backyard figs real quick here. Violet des Salis. I've had a few that have just turned kind of purplish and got all soft and fell off. So nothing that is sticking for me. De La Roca, it was slow to put on figs, but these figs look decent. They've got now, so I don't know. There's something like 8 figs or something, nothing crazy, but it's better than nothing. I'll take it. De La Roca. I got potted that one this week. Red Lebanese, Bacaw Valley, similar to Crows, the Mount Etnas. I don't think I see anything. Swelling or coloring should be really soon. This is Delcor. This is one that has a lot of the fig mite damage. You can see the, let's see if I can zoom in on it here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has the light splotches on the figs. Stand up another tone. So I don't know if it's gonna affect the taste of these or not. It's Delcor. St. Martin. I don't see any swelling either. Yeah, nothing showing on St. Martin. My second Angelito that I'm giving away to Don Sanders whenever I can get it over to him. This one's a little bit farther behind than the other one, so it's setting fruit here quite a bit. And last but not least, Verdolino. And this is no signs of swelling or drooping yet, but these are always hard to tell. You come out and then the next day, you know, it's like looking ripe and all bent over, so could be any day on Verdolino. All right, that's the potted figs. I'll take you over real quick to the in-ground green Michurinska. Oh yeah, I'll show you this giant squash I'm growing. Look at this, look how tall this thing is. It's like 3 feet tall here. This is a zucchini rampicante. And I just have it vining up that trellis. I picked a couple, it had like 3 of them all hanging down like that. It was really cool looking. All right, and then last but not least, the in-ground green Michurinska, which it looks really healthy. Tons of leaves on it. I think it's like the De La Roca. It has like, I think it was like 10 figs maybe. And they look good. The figs look good when they're on there. All kind of hidden in the bush here. So, not tall, but good lush growth. And the figs look good on it. All right, July 11th. Have at it. See you guys.